Hi everyone, I'm Cheryl and welcome to the Sewing Room channel. I'm going to demonstrate how to make this cute little spring summer top. It's a really basic pattern, so if you've never made clothing before and you want to get started, this is the pattern that you should start with. No set-in sleeves, very simple. Okay, let's get started. This is the pattern that I'm going to be using, and it's number S8930. I purchased it from Walmart, and they have an unusual little filing system for getting these patterns. Look for the drawer where all of the green labels are, and that's where you're going to find it. Now, this pattern is very versatile. I highly recommend, if you want to get into sewing clothing, start with this pattern because it can go from really simple or to as complicated as you want it. So I'm just going to make a really simple short sleeve blouse that it's not long. It'll just come down through the hip area. Now on the back is all of the information you need, how much fabric you need for everything, and then also all of the sizing information is up here. Always refer to your pattern instruction sheet. It has really good detailed information. To cut out your fabric, you need to go to the area where it shows laying out the fabric and laying your pattern pieces. So whichever part of this outfit you want to make, refer to the pattern instruction sheet for laying out the fabric. And this one here says top or high-low. That means that you can change the length of the neckline up real high or real low. If you didn't notice on the back of the envelope, it does suggest that you use a jersey knit. This is a stretch top. And in here they had a really good suggestion that I really liked. And because the stretch knit has a tendency to stretch a lot when you're sewing, they recommend you use a walking presser foot, and this is what it is. And you can get these at sewing machine supply stores, a dealer store where you bought your sewing machine, they can go order it. You can also go to sewing machine parts online to purchase one for your machine. You have a couple of options for the type of stitch that you want to use on making this top. You can use a regular sewing machine and use a really small zigzag stitch. Always test your stitch out. A small zigzag stitch will allow the seams to stretch a little bit, so when you're trying to put it on, you're not going to rip your stitches out. I'm going to use a serger, so if you have a serger, you can also use that. In the pattern envelope are all of your pattern pieces. But be careful when you're picking out the right pattern piece. The sizing goes from extra small up through XX large. They will tell you to use pattern piece number 1 and 2. There are 3 different pattern pieces labeled 1 and 3 different pattern pieces labeled 2 because they have different sizes on each one of those. So make sure you read it carefully that you're picking out the right piece. Here's my pattern piece, and you'll notice that I've got lines all marked up on here because I want to make sure I cut on the correct line. So I highlighted my cutting line green so that I would make sure, because it can get a little confusing as you're going along. I also labeled in big letters front, and then right here is where your fabric, where your pattern piece needs to go, is on the fold of your fabric. Your fabric is folded in half so that this can be placed right on there. You'll notice that on all of your pattern pieces, so I like to highlight it. Also, you're going to see little notches, these little triangular shapes. You're also going to see a lot of little circle dots. You can use a highlighter to mark those on the back side of your fabric. This is the full pattern piece. They do recommend that you get other tissue paper and trace out the piece that you want to use, and that's a really good idea. But if you don't want to do that, you can take the sections you don't want to use and fold it back, which is what I did. I folded the arm out of the way, and then I also folded the bottom up out of the way so that it could all stay intact. Now, before you do anything, hold the pattern piece up against your body and make sure that the size you've selected is going to fit. One of the suggestions that I have, if you have a serger, is before you stitch your pieces together, serge your neckline area on both the front and the back pieces, and then also on the end of the sleeve, serge that. It will be a lot easier to do it now than after you stitched your pieces together. This piece right here is the front section of the top. Have the pretty side facing up. This one here is the back section. This is the pretty side. I'm going to put it down against this section here. So I'm lining up the shoulder seams. Now go ahead and pin your shoulder seams together. And if you're using a serger, go ahead and serge it. Or remember, if you're using a regular sewing machine, use a small little zigzag stitch. And if you have that walking foot, put that on. Now here's a shoulder seam. This is what it looks like when it's done. And again, I used my serger. Now pin your sides together. And when you're doing your small zigzag stitch to do the seam, all seams in this particular pattern are 5/8 inch wide. I don't remember if I mentioned it earlier, but remember, always refer to your pattern sheet. This is the twin needle I'm using, and I'm using a universal twin needle. Here is what it should look like on the top side, and then this is what it will look like on the back side. Now, I changed my stitch length to 3.0 and my tension to 0.3. So test out your stitch on some of your scrap fabric before you stitch on your garment. Now you're going to hem the neckline, and the instructions tell you to fold it over 5/8 of an inch like this. And then they also tell you to turn the raw edge underneath. So you have almost you have a double fold basically. And then go ahead and stitch around it. If you're using that twin needle, you're stitching on the top side or front side of your fabric. On the lower edge, you're going to do the same thing. Fold it over, and if you're using a serger, I would serge this edge first, and then fold it over, and then stitch it down just like you did on the neckline. You're going to hem the sleeves in the same manner. You just fold the edge over and then stitch it down. This turned out so cute. This is perfect for spring and summer because we're getting close to that time of the year. Now, if you're interested in other clothing projects, check below your YouTube screen for those video links. Just scroll down to the description section, click on Show More or the down arrow. It'll expand open and you'll see links listed there. Now, while you're doing all that, make sure you follow me on Instagram and check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time, and happy sewing. If you like the Sewing Room channel, one of the best ways to show your support is to subscribe by clicking on that red subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And don't forget to click on share to share this video with your friends. And make sure you click on the bell so you receive notifications for all my new videos. I'm Cheryl, this is Manny, and this is Scotty. See you next time.